Welcome back to my channel. I'm James. Today we're going to be reviewing and deep diving into Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 on 4K Ultra HD. Now, if you've followed my channel for a little while now, you'll know that I previously reviewed Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1 on Blu Ray. And in the previous review video that you're seeing above there, I dived into this and let you know the review score and the quality of this Blu Ray release. And I do always appreciate that CBS Home Entertainment and Paramount Studios sent this to me early for review. But as most of you know, that never affects my review scores anyways, but I do always appreciate when the studios reach out and send things for review. But in that review, I told you that this was a really good release for a Blu Ray release, but I was really excited that they had announced they were going to be doing a 4K Ultra HD release. So as I promised all of you, today I'm going to be doing my exclusive 4K versus the Blu Ray release image comparisons. And that's something I exclusively do here on my YouTube channel. I pull all the data off of the 4K disc, I already pulled the data off of the Blu Ray disc, and I compare the images and data side by side to let you know the quality of both of these releases, to let you know which one is either an upgrade or if you should just buy the Blu Ray release and save yourself some money. I cover all of that in this video series and wrap it up with my review score. Now, I can tell you, as far as the 4K Ultra HD release goes, if you didn't get to pre-order the SteelBook limited edition set, it is being released in a standard case. The discs that are in this set with the special features are all identical. They just have different cover artwork, so don't worry, you have not missed out on it. And I'll get to explaining a little bit more about that later on in this video. But I can tell you I did get this in about a week early before the release date. So because of how much time and work I have to put in the creation of these videos, pulling all the data off and testing everything, especially for a TV series like this, it'll probably be coming out right on the release date or pretty darn close to the release date. Because when I get something in only a week before the release date, that doesn't give me very much time to do all my work on them. So it's gonna be pretty close if I can get this out on the release date. But this was one of those that I was thrilled to dive into because I had explained in that previous review, I really enjoy Star Trek Strange New Worlds as a series. And it really is one of those episodic Star Trek series that harkens back to a lot of the original Star Trek series that I really loved. And this is my favorite Star Trek series to come out in the last several decades. And that's why when they announced it was coming out on 4K, I was excited to see the quality of this. Now, to start off with, we're going to start off with the native images pulled from the Blu Ray disc. As always, I've talked about this a lot over the years. It's important to watch these comparison reviews on a native full-size 4K TV. That way you see these images in the proper way they're supposed to be seen on a professionally calibrated or correctly calibrated 4K display. A lot of the times phones and tablets simply cannot display these images the proper way that they are intended to be seen directly from these discs. Now, as always, this is without all of the things your TV can do to pump up color, so you could always pump your color up to 100 and make everyone look like they're bleeding. But that's not the correct way that these are actually intended to be viewed. So all these images you see above are always the native images that are present on these discs, the way they're intended to be viewed. Now, in comparison to the new 4K Ultra HD release, I can tell you right away you're probably shocked at the drastic increase in just overall details and clarity present on this that I was shocked are even present, because this is a native 4K 2160p. It has Dolby Vision and HDR10 on it. And I can tell you the Dolby Vision and HDR10 really surprised me how much better they looked than on the previous Blu Ray. I enjoyed the previous Blu Ray that I reviewed, and I gave it a good review score for what the quality of it was. And I was really surprised by the different things that I encountered on this 4K release over the Blu Ray that are a very surprising thing that I'm going to be sharing with you throughout this video. Now, if you decide you're going to buy the Blu Ray release at the end of this video, or you're going to buy the 4K SteelBook, or you're going to buy the 4K Standard Edition, I will post those direct links in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section below. I've always done all the work for all of you, and it's always posted right below every video. And those links down there never cost you even a penny extra when you click on them. They do help to support the creation of videos just like this, just a tiny bit. So make sure if you're going to buy any of the editions of Star Trek Strange New Worlds to click on those links I've posted down in the description section and as a pinned comment in the comment section below. Now, talking about the Dolby Vision and HDR10 on this, I can tell you Dolby Vision was the clear winner on this. Now, if you only have HDR10 on your home display or on your 4K player, you'll still enjoy it, and it's still a massive upgrade, especially with the lights to darks and the gorgeous like panels, and there's no way to explain to you how gorgeous it looks other than showing you. And you have to remember, these are dumbed down slightly by YouTube's algorithm. So what you see up there for the native 4K images are only going to look so much better on your home professionally calibrated high-end display versus what you even see on this video above. But if you're watching this on a home 4K display to begin with, you're getting a good representation, the best possible for a YouTube video. But let me tell you, it is really an eye-opener to see these on your home display, especially if you have Dolby Vision. It is literally about a 10% better image quality for the colors and the vibrancy on the Dolby Vision than it was on the HDR10. And it was really surprising how much that Dolby Vision and HDR really enhances Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And the HDR10 does provide a very more vibrant color palette, but where you'll really notice it is if you have that Dolby Vision, it basically takes it up another 10%, not to being oversaturated, but like when I'm talking about those displays, there's numerous displays throughout Star Trek Strange New Worlds on the bridge and things like that, that I can just tell you, it literally comes out of the screen that it almost looks 3D without a 3D, obviously, glasses or display. That's how much depth and details with the lights to darks. No black crush was present on this at all. But man, does it just come out at you, and it looks so darned beautiful. I really was just shocked the entire time watching this. My wife was sitting there saying, wow, I've never seen Star Trek look this good ever. And that's really a shocking thing because I love Star Trek. And if you want to check out any of my previous Star Trek reviews, I've done a lot of them on this YouTube channel. I just recently reviewed the Star Trek Next Generation 4K restorations. That video is available on this channel, as well as all of the previous Star Trek releases on 4K. I've done all of those videos on this channel. Any of those you haven't watched or checked out yet, you'll want to go check those out here on this YouTube channel. I am a huge Trekkie. Absolutely love Star Trek. But the team that works on these 4K TV series releases for Paramount and CBS have really been stepping up every release and really surprising me at the level of depth and details, especially with the vibrancy and the wider color gamut, that they're really doing an amazing job applying in these 4K releases. That is really an eye-opening experience. And I can only imagine, just like I originally announced over a year ago, that they were going to be releasing Star Trek Strange New Worlds when it was going to release on 4K. I announced that long time ago before it was ever officially announced. I had heard the rumblings from my inside contacts at the studios and things that it was being considered, and now we have it. But I can tell you there's another rumbling that I'm hearing, and I've talked about this numerous times if you've followed me for a while here, about a year ago as well. There is thoughts that they are considering releasing the original series and possibly Next Generation on 4K Ultra HD as well. And I can tell you, based on what I'm seeing that they've been doing with these, when I get to some of my data later on, you're going to understand why that would be an amazing thing if they did that. But sticking to this release here for a second, this does get English DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 on it. I can tell you the audio mix on this blows away the streaming version. That's a question I get a lot of the times is, how does this compare to the streaming version? The Dolby Vision and HDR10 blew away the streaming version anyways. But I can tell you right off the bat that on the audio mix on this, it does have much better LFE, which really surprised me because on the streaming version, the LFE was so light you could almost not notice it at all. Man, does this have some great with phaser fire, and you hear explosions. I'm telling you, things building up, and that lower range then coming up higher, the range around the room. The sound effects for like when you hear all the little like effects of the computers and the sliding doors sounded so crystal clear and crisp in this that it was really a nice job they did with the audio mix, not dumbing it down at all on this 4K release. So because they didn't overcompress any of the episodes or the audio mix on this, it does lend to why this looks and sounds the best that I've ever seen or heard Strange Worlds ever sound. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you never miss out on any of these exclusive comparison reviews. I get in things early from the studios. all of this exclusive content you're never going to want to miss out that you'll only ever find here on my YouTube channel. So make sure to go down there. Give this video a like and a thumbs up for me, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, talking about the show just for a second before I get into some more of the testing data, I absolutely love Strange New Worlds because, as I had said, it's more episodic, but I do think Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike is absolutely wonderful in this. I think he's actually my favorite part of the entire series. It is one of those things that I think he fits so well, Captain Christopher Pike's character, and the overbearing doom that's involved with his character, and him trying to have a good attitude no matter what he knows might be coming in the future. And it really is just a really great performance by Anson Mount that I absolutely love, and that is what I feel sells this show so well. Now, there's numerous characters throughout this, just like the character that plays Spock and Uhura and things like that. I love all of those characters as well. It's just that for me, my personal favorite is Captain Christopher Pike. I think he blows the role out of the water. His portrayal of the captain is very much what I used to enjoy of Kirk, and you have Picard, and so many other great captains combined together. I really feel like he takes elements of Catherine Janeway as well that I liked, and Benjamin Sisko, and it's all different elements from all those great captains, combines them together into his performance and his role, which is why I really think this show must be seen if you like Star Trek even a little bit. This is the best thing to come out of Star Trek in the last several decades, and I'm not joking about that in any shape or form. You'll sit down and watch this and say, wow, was this a breath of fresh air for the Star Trek franchise. Now, showing you what you get in the SteelBook here. Now remember, it does come in a standard case. On the standard case, you just have different artwork on here, which I'm showing you up above as well. I'm showing you both the standard case and I'm showing you obviously the SteelBook case. On this, it does have the Enterprise and Anson Mount on his horse there. Side here, it says Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 1. Then on the back here, you do get this J card that slips off here. And it does have each of the characters in kind of a silhouette with their badges on it, which I thought was kind of cool on the back of that. And it's all like shiny metallic, so I do like that. And then when you get inside here, this is what's going to be the same as in the standard case. You get 3 4K Ultra HD discs. They're all region free, so you don't have to worry about if you're wanting to import this or buy this to any country worldwide. That link I've posted directly from Amazon down there never costs you anything extra, but it'll ship it anywhere worldwide. So make sure if you're wanting to buy this or import this to another country to click on those links I posted down below. But you do get it on here. It talks about each of the discs on here with each of the episodes listed on it. CBS Home Entertainment and Paramount are not over compressing any of this content. I can't emphasize that enough because when I get to the rough average bitrate here, you're going to understand heavily why I say that. They could have stuck and gotten away with compressing it down a little more and putting about 5 episodes plus special features on each one to save maybe an extra disc. They didn't. They made sure to give it plenty of room to breathe. Now, getting to the rough average bitrate for this, on each of the discs in this, I did each of the rough average bitrates on them and got you a range. It had a very surprisingly healthy and strong rough average bitrate range on each of the discs between 60 to 72 megabits per second per episode. Wow. That is one of the healthiest rough average bit rates I've seen on a TV series on 4K Ultra HD yet. It was stable, there wasn't fluctuations, there wasn't issues with banding, blocking, digital noise, none of it. It was a beautifully gorgeous presentation on every single episode in this 4K Ultra HD release. And just to give you a comparison here, if you've checked out my previous Halo review, that was sent also about 2 weeks early before the release date from CBS and Paramount Studios. And I do appreciate they sent that for a review. But if you've bought that release since my review, that was a reference quality release. It's got stunning sound, stunning visual quality. Yes, the TV series was not nearly as good as Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Not anywhere even on the same level. I enjoyed it, and I did enjoy its world building that it was doing, but it's not nearly as good as this. Let me just tell you that. You're not even on the same level, storytelling, acting. This blows that out of the water. But I still enjoyed that. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Halo for a whole nother reason. It's more or less the history behind Halo that I enjoyed, and the video game history, the things they tied together, I did enjoy in that. But on that release, if you've seen that, to give you an idea of what you're looking at review score-wise, if you remember the review score from Halo, For Strange New Worlds on 4K Ultra HD, this gets a phenomenal reference quality 9.8. This is a reference quality release you need to buy and add to your collection. I was shocked at how good this looks. The details, as you're seeing above in those images, are shocking. The depth, because of what they do with the HDR10, the Dolby Vision, man, does it look amazing. I still can't believe how good this looked, and I want to see more. I want them to release all of the Star Trek series on 4K Ultra HD now. I would love to have Enterprise even. Man, I can imagine what they could do after what they've done on this with the high bit rates, not over compressing things, what they did with the audio on this, and how gorgeous this looks. Imagine a lot of those Star Trek series coming out on 4K just like this. It's great. I mean, I want Picard Season 3 and all the other seasons of Picard on 4K Ultra HD as well. After watching this, this is a must buy. If you are a Star Trek fan at all, you must buy this, add this to your collection on this 4K Ultra HD release. If you already bought the previous Blu Ray release, you need to go and buy this one right away. That link I posted down below, you can order your copy from right away. But I can tell you right now that this release is one of those that even if you bought that Blu Ray, you owe it to yourself to experience this in this reference quality image here. It is that stunning. I literally sat back and was shocked at how much more detail was present, even on the special effects. Man, the special effects on this even looked amazing over the previous Blu Ray. That's where it got an easy 9.8. If you're like me and you're a big Star Trek fan, you can get involved in some of the good Star Trek. There's been some bad Star Trek, but for this case, this is good Star Trek. I got really excited. But when I take that out, I had to look at it objectively, just like I did with Halo and every series I've reviewed here on this YouTube channel. It's a 9.8. It's an amazing release and one that you will definitely enjoy watching. I just can't explain to you enough once you pop this in and you start watching, even the first episode, like when Anson Mount's sitting there with his beard and he's at that kitchen table at his house and you're sitting there looking at his beard. I kind of was doing one of these things with my wife. We're both sitting there like not literally like our mouths were hanging open, but you kind of just were like mesmerized. You can see every ounce of detail in his beard, his different like gray hairs and darker hairs and white hairs. It's so detailed that then I popped in the Blu Ray to go look at the Blu Ray again and to say, okay, you know, is it that much more? It's so surprising how much more. Yes, you can see detail on the Blu Ray, but you really can't see every single strand of hair in absolute crisp detail. And when I say crisp, that is really what this is. It is shockingly crispy detailed. And maybe that's not a word, crispy detailed, but who cares at this point? I mean, I was so excited when I saw it. It is crispy detailed and it looks outstanding. This is a 9.8 that it definitely earned easily. You will enjoy watching this. Buy it in the standard case if you can't get it in the SteelBook, because I think the SteelBook's sold out. That standard case is listed right down there below. I can tell you right now they're planning to release Season 2. And so Season 2, when it comes out on 4K, if they continue Star Trek Strange New Worlds, let's say for 7 to 10 seasons, we will have an amazing reference quality TV series on 4K Ultra HD to own, which would be awesome. Now, I do know they're considering other Star Treks. Man, I hope this sells well enough so we get more of them. Because after watching this, you will see what I'm talking about. That is absolutely stunningly beautiful to watch. And if they keep releasing them with these high bit rates, not over compressing anything, they will have some awesome releases that I cannot highly recommend this enough. Now, to give you an idea of runtime too, you're getting about 524 minutes runtime on this series. So when you think about the price they released this at, it's a very good price for the amount of content you get. Make sure to start the conversation in the comment section below. Let me know how much of a Star Trek fan you are. Let me know how excited you are that I did this comparison review, that you got to see the difference between the Blu Ray and the 4K. Start that conversation down there below. Now, if you decide you're gonna buy this, make sure to use that link I posted down below. As always, if you enjoy all the time, the hard work, and my heart and soul I put into every one of these videos, make sure to join my Collectors VIP Club. It truly does make a difference. For less than a couple of bucks every month, that goes into the creation of these videos. That's how every week I can take weeks upon weeks testing, analyzing, going through all the data, the bit rates, and sharing all of that with all of you and pulling all of these images you see above off of the discs. So make sure if you watch my content and it helps you out. Make sure to join the Collectors VIP Club. That truly is the only way I can continue to do this, is through you, my viewers and subscribers' support. And I just want to say thank you to all my VIP Club members. You truly do make a difference in me being able to continue to do this. So make sure, if you haven't joined the VIP Club yet, make sure to join my Collectors VIP Club. As always, I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, and exclusive coming out very soon.